guys, a very warm welcome to Motorhoming Adventures.
Motorhoming Adventures.
Absolutely, this is our new channel, and the old one being...
It was offshore and onshore adventures, but here we're going to bring you all things motorhoming, the UK, Europe, further afield, who knows.
Absolutely, and we'll also be bringing across some of our original films that are on our old channel, or motorhoming films of course, and we'll be bringing them onto this channel so you don't miss out.
Absolutely, yeah. So stay tuned. All things motorhoming, technical, trips, travels, you name it. It's great to have you along.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you enjoy the channel, please do subscribe.
Oh, of course. Please do subscribe. And of course, the odd like is good too.
Thank you. So today, we're going to be looking at my sister-in-law's tent. She's arrived on the campsite today, and we're going to be putting it up and giving you a review of her tent. And what make is the tent, Rob?
It's an Air 400, Eurohike Air 400. So we'll see. It's never been out its bag yet. It's literally been picked up from the shop, driven all the way from the UK to the south of France, where we are at the moment on the Med. And so this is its first unwrapping and first attempt at getting the Air 400 up. It says 15 minutes, 20 minutes I think, but let's see. So the Eurohike Air 400, and we're going to see if it really can be put up in 10 minutes. Brand new tent, first time ever out of the bag. Here goes. Unzipped, all well strapped together. Got from Go Outdoors, and I'll give you a price at some stage. Ah yes, the foot pump is within the tent. Fantastic. A bag of, yeah, we've got a bag of pegs by the sound of it, and some written instructions hiding in here somewhere. $2.99 it was from Go Outdoors, this. There we go, the pump there, feet on the bottom there as we pump away, and then some various valve attachments here, one of which will no doubt be for the tent itself. So there we go, unbagged, unrolled, and amazingly the first place we're trying this is on the southern France Mediterranean coast. How fab is that going to be? And there is our bag of pegs. Those are all, that's what was in the bag. Got some plastic ones there, the metal ones there, spare guy rope by the looks of it. What's this? Oh, a repair kit for the if any of the air, supports get damaged. There's our instructions now in there. Eurohike Air. Okay. Right, onward and upward. So we get 4 what they describe as extra strength tent pegs to go into the corners. So let's get that done. So the first 4 pegs go into the corners. You've got this, in each corner you've got the strap, but then the strap opens out into a loop. So find your 4 loops, 2 at the front, 2 at the back. So we had some interesting trouble with the plastic pegs in that this ground here on the site is pretty well compacted, perhaps for motorhomes and the like. But anyway, with a combination, plastic went in there all right, and plastic on this corner, but metal on the other 2. But this one, so we've got them taut. Adjustment here on the on those base pegs. There's a bit of adjustment if you need to tighten it, but as you're getting those pegs in, get them nice and tight so that the tent itself is tight in those first 4 corners. And in terms of size, I'll just paste that. It's about 5 meters from front to back, and about 2.5, perhaps just under 3 across the spack there. I'll put up some exact dimensions on the screen as we go. Okay, so the next step is putting the tube supplied. It just fits into here with a simple quarter turn into those little lugs that you can just see there. It's got the your pressure gauge there as part of the setup, and then our other end here, we're just going to get that into this bit here. Okay, so there are 2 positions on this valve. in this position you'll see it's slightly raised above this grey lip around it, and then if I press it once you'll see it stays slightly lower. So in the lower position that is for releasing air, and in the upper position that is for when you're inflating. So have this valve in the upper position before you connect up your valve and then try and inflate it. Otherwise you'll be spending a lot of time achieving nothing. So here we go, 4.5 psi is what we're aiming for.
I'm not even on one yet. Don't get too excited.
We might be resorting to an electric pump, which is here on standby. Although, look at this, we're getting some movement here. Oh, look at this.
Needs 2 feet.
And so what we're aiming for is that sort of, what they suggest is 4.5, and you can see the green zone there. It could potentially go up as high as 7, but careful not to go in above that, otherwise it might fly. And we're aiming for about 4.5 is their recommended, so we're just about smack on there. And that's where it's taken the first beam to, and then we've obviously just got to disconnect down here. So once we're inflated, then this valve cap just goes back on there, and hopefully that's now going to stay up. And here we go with beam number 2. Whoa, fantastic.
Right, that's 4.5.
And then you're on 4.5 there, blimey.
One back down to 4.
Yeah. Amazing, so that's the second beam on 4.5. So you can see now this one is up. We've got the valve in its out position, which stops the air coming out obviously, and then if you were going to deflate it you'd be pressing that back in and that releases the air. And finally the last beam. And that was pretty quick really. I suppose it's about, for that last beam that we just did there, that was about 16 compressions of the pump, so it does go up really quickly. No need for the cheap device which we had ready here, because actually it is really simple and very effective with that with this foot pump here. Very effective, spot on with the gauge, and all is tickety-boo at the moment. So after that, after inflating the beams, we've then got to put out the remaining pegs for the base, and then we go on to do the guy ropes. Okay, so all the base is pegged out. Then we've done the guy ropes. Great amount of adjustment in those to make them as short or as tight to the tent as you want, or as far away from the tent as you want. So there it is, all guyed down. Got some really tough ground here, so I'd arm yourselves with a decent 4-pound mallet and some spare metal pegs that you may need if you get ground a bit like we've got here. Okay, so this is the pegged out and guy roped down tent. So you see we've got two really good sized living areas there, which can be obviously disconnected here, so to make it into one much larger space. Then you've got these windows here, again with a little toggle here which allows you to open and close your windows there. Fly screen built in here, which is good. And this is your one of your front door. This is your front door, if you like, facing out, and it's also got this this side door as well. So good for access. Plenty of storage space here, and a zip over cover that crosses right over and covers the full, or should I say covers each bedroom individually, if you're to treat them as separate. Fly screens as well around the inside. And Anne has gone for the open bedroom mode, so the centre divide is taken out, and she's got herself one of these lovely Westlake, they're like fishing beds, but they are really good. We had a couple of these years ago when we were camping with the girls, and they are super comfortable, but this is obviously a 2022 version and it is super comfortable. So there it is, out sideways into now what is now a pretty big single sized bedroom area, but of course you can see just by looking the extra space you've got there by taking that centre divide out. So there we have it. You can see from a headroom point of view, let me just give you an idea of that. So I've got, I'm 5'11", there's probably at least another 6 inches above my head up to the roof itself. So yeah, somewhere around about 6'4", 6'5". Hopefully the measurements I put on the screen will help clarify that. And there it is with the front door open, but the fly screen across, ready for this fabulous spot we are at, just near Toulon, between Toulon and Saint-Tropez in the beautiful southern France Mediterranean. And it's about 32 today, so we've got a bit of a sweat on putting it up, because it doesn't take much to get a sweat on in those temperatures, because we're not blessed with them in the UK, are we? So there we go, guys. Timing wise, well, it said 20 minutes. We weren't 20 minutes, we were of course longer, because that's what you'd expect when we had to unwrap it and get it out. But I think having put up a fair few tents, poled of course, over the years whilst we were holidaying in France with the girls when they were little, it was so much easier than a poled tent. You can see there that, you know, it was between 10 and 15 pushes of the pump, and these 3 beams were up, so really fast. Definitely didn't need my little electrical assister there, which we use for our Sevillor kayak. In fact, check out our channel if you want to see that one in use. Check out our channel for the Sevillor kayak, where we go through that as well and inflate it, cheating of course with that electric one. But there we go, folks. Hopefully that's been of use to you. And there it is, with the cicadas starting to chatter in the background. And then all we've got to do is nip across here, and of course I'll have to show you. And down there, look at that, there's that beautiful Mediterranean. The campsite extends. It's called the Camp du Domaine, and it extends all the way down to the beach. From the top of it, we're literally at the top of the hill here. It extends all the way down to the beach. Right down there, you can see right at the bottom there, those are motorhomes which are along the actual beach front. An incredible spot, and look at that, lovely in the distance there. The mid, which is deliciously warm at the moment. So the Camp du Domaine, that was the Air 400 Eurohike. On Go Outdoors. Go get one and bring it down here. You could do a lot worse. Well, it was a bit more than 20 minutes, I suspect, because we were beginners. But what did you think of it, Nikki?
Yeah, I think it was actually very easy to put up. I mean, it did take longer than 20 minutes, but once you've done it once, I think it would be a lot quicker doing it the second time.
Definitely.
But the fact that you can blow it up and it goes into a shape straight away is excellent. Really good. Yeah,
it was, pretty good. And I reckon you probably could do it in 20. Good day and a following wind, and of course 31 degrees where we are at the moment really helps to focus the mind, to get it done quick so you can get to a cold beer. But hope that's been of use, guys. Join us again next time for our med travels at the moment, and loved having you along. See you very soon. Bye now.
Bye.